So recently YouTube has been showing me two types of videos in my feed. One being people quitting BookTube, should I take the hint? And the second one is people being fed up with wrap-up videos for various reasons. And since I love wrap-up videos, I thought I'd talk a little bit about it. So that is basically this video. I think when I started hanging around on BookTube myself as a consumer, there were two types of videos, one being book hauls and the other one being wrap-ups or like book reviews, ordinary book reviews. And I enjoyed it all, but my favorite video was probably the wrap-up. And the reason was quite easily that I got a lot of information about a lot of books quite quickly. And I guess that's one of the reasons why other people don't like wrap-up videos or where it all is heading. Maybe they think that wrap-up videos is too fast-paced and it makes it more like being on TikTok or something. And I see the point, but I don't feel that way. If I want to hear all the opinions about one single book, I can surely type in the name of that book into the search field and have like hours upon hours of information about what other people thought of that book. And often that's not the case. That would be if I really loved or hated a book. And that happens, but I don't always feel the urge to seek out others' opinions on those books. My main objective was then and still is to find new books I could enjoy, and looking at wrap-up videos, I feel like it's just a great way of getting a lot of information. And I know my trigger words, I know what I'm looking for in books. And if I have books that I'm a bit unsure of, it often helps just watching a wrap-up video where someone can tell me that they laughed out loud, and it can like give answers to my suspicions about certain book. Of course, I also like hearing other people's thoughts on books I've read, but that's not as important to me as finding new stuff to read. If I like a book, I like a book, and nothing can impact it. What I tend to enjoy is if other people just hate the book I love, because then they'll usually poke at stuff that's very real, but I don't care about. And also it won't change my opinion of the book. It will just make it more fun, I guess, that my brain is willing to overlook certain things, even though it's very true what they say. And yeah, I just find that fascinating. I've read books that I would be certain of loving the second time around, but I might have despised the first time because I had too high expectations, or I got hung up on something that's really not that important to the story. That happens. I guess in relation to the thing where this platform might become more TikTok-y or fast-paced, you have the thing where some booktubers read 40 books a month and makes a wrap-up video with 40 books a month. And that might, one, stress out some people, secondly, annoy a lot of people, and for various reasons, I guess. I know booktubers have quit because they feel stressed, and often because everyone else seems to read a lot more than they do. And I see how the competitiveness of it all might get to you. But the second thing I find to be more interesting, where people might get a bit annoyed for one reason, could be that you feel like the person that has read the 40 books. Like, how do you do it? I guess that's the first thing. How do you read 40 books a month? How do you have time? And the second group is the people that think you haven't read these books properly. You can't read that fast because then you can't get all the information into your system, or something along those lines. I've certainly gotten those comments in my comment section before, that I have to chew on every word and just get all the information into my veins at some point. I don't know, but I do find that to be interesting, and I've felt the pressure of other people reading more books. If you have more books to read, then you have more books to talk about, and it might make you more interesting, or so it seems. Also, you have the people that only read new stuff because the new stuff is more sellable. Sellable? Is that a word? You can get more traction on this platform if you read new stuff that people are interested in. So there's that. that surely helps. But after a while, I put all these thoughts behind me, and now I read the books I want to read. I read how many books I want to read in the course of a month, and that makes wrap-up videos quite fun. I can refresh my memory and really think once more about what did I think of these books, without going into great detail and without spoiling these books for others. And hopefully there is an Øystein out there somewhere in another different country, another country that might think, well, that sounds intriguing, I might give it a try, because Øystein used my trigger words to describe this book. Hopefully that is what happens. Since I make these videos every single month, it also forces me to either quit or finish books before the month ends if I really want to talk about them, or if I just feel like I have been reading a book for too long. It speeds up the process, you might say, and I do like that, having a bit of a system. It also means that I have one video each month that I don't have to think about. I don't have to plan it that much. I have read the books, I often know what I feel about them, and I can just press record and talk, and that makes it a bit more easy. Since I'm publishing 4 videos a month, it means that one of them is always set, and it's always fun to make. Also, it's my most viewed video every single month, almost, so that helps. I guess that makes sense that we're all gathered here on this platform to listen to other people's thoughts on books we're interested in or we have read ourselves. So I feel like the wrap-up thing is the perfect segment on this platform. At least this type of video has found me a whole lot of books I've enjoyed over the course of the years, and I do enjoy it. So what do you think about wrap-up videos in general? Please share your thoughts. Also share your thoughts on what you think about reading 40 books a year. I feel like that might spark some debate, so debate if you want to. And thank you for watching my wrap-up videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!